Very good afternoon. Namaste. Welcome to today's program. आज के प्रोग्राम में आपका स्वागत है। योगा फॉर होलिस्टिक लाइफस्टाइल। योग एक समग्र जीवन के विकास में कैसे सहायक है। प्राचीन काल से ही समय से हम देखते हैं कि योग मानव जीवन को जो है कुछ ना कुछ प्रेरणा देता रहा है। मानसिक, बौद्धिक, आध्यात्मिक रूप से, भावनाओं के स्तर पे विभिन्न जीवन के विभिन्न आयामों को योग ने जो है टच किया है और मनुष्य को परिष्कृत किया है। आज के जीवन में यदि हम देखते हैं तो योग का महत्व और किस लिए अधिक क्यों हो जाता है, क्योंकि जीवन में बहुत भागदौड़ है। तो योग कैसे हमारे जीवन के समग्र विकास में सहायक है आज के समय में, इस बारे में आज के हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं। और टुडे वी हैव वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट विद अस, अनुप्रिया गुप्ता जी। वेलकम टू द टुडेस प्रोग्राम। Kalpita Mohapatra ji, Priyanka Kumari and Iti Jain, welcome to today's program. So let us start the sessions with Anupriya Gupta ji. Anupriya Gupta ji, I would like to introduce you first. So Anupriya ji is a lifestyle coach and yoga therapist. She has done her MA Naturopathy and Yogic Science from Shri University. She is a gold medalist and she is a former faculty even at SSU Shri University, and she is the faculty of Art of Living. Welcome to the program today, Anuji. So my Anuji, can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Thank you. So Anuji, what do you mean by holistic lifestyle actually?
When we say holistic lifestyle, then definitely it means not only the physical arena of human being, but it also includes mental, emotional, as well as the spiritual well-being. And not only this, it also includes our relationship with our own self as well as the people around and society at large. So I think that holistic, when we are talking about holistic, it includes the overall thing of a human being.
Okay, yeah, very well said, Anuji. You have studied 2 years in Shri University. So how yoga brought change in your lifestyle actually?
Yes, definitely yoga brought a very drastic change in my lifestyle. And frankly speaking, when I decided to go to Shri University, then the only one thing was there in my mind, that there I will get the opportunity to adopt yoga as a lifestyle. And there definitely I got this opportunity. It helped me to include the teachings of yoga, not only yogasanas, but also the whole curriculum, whatever we have studied there, and the whole curriculum of our 2 years time helped me a lot for my physical changes. I became more and more, healthy physically as well as mentally. I found myself more balanced, more peaceful, and I found myself to be more dynamic at the same time. So it helped me a lot there, being 2 years as a student over there.
Yes, Anuji. Thank you. My next question to you is, how understanding of yoga philosophy helps you to have a holistic lifestyle?
Yoga philosophy, when we talk about yoga philosophy, then I recall whatever we have studied there in as our subjects like Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, and Upanishads and Hatha Yoga, and all, even yoga therapy, and all these scriptures, our ancient scriptures has helped us uh, to um, to see the life as a whole. you know at physical level, definitely it has worked, And at the same time, it helped us to understand the deeper approach of life. Suppose when we talk about Bhagavad Gita, it was there in our curriculum. So certain shlokas has affected definitely very deeply, like when we say yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya and siddha siddha samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So it is like being equanimous and doing all your work. It became a nature. And when I came out of Sri Sri University, I found myself more balanced, and I could definitely use all these, yoga philosophy very much applicable in our day-to-day life. And not only this, suppose I talk about Patanjali Yoga Sutra, right? So all the things of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like abhyas and vairagya, it talks about, like it talks about the obstacles of mind, and it talks about in fact mind management. I think that there is no other beautiful book than this Patanjali Yoga Sutra, even in this modern time. So it is very much applicable even in this modern time, all those ancient scriptures.
Yes, yes. So during this time, during the time of COVID-19, how yoga is helping people?
Definitely, this is the time which is really very challenging, and this is the time when yoga is coming at forefront to help people. Because at physical level, it is helping people to enhance their immunity. That is for sure. Because when we practice asanas, pranayam, meditation, it enhances our immunity not only twofold but multifold. You know and and at the same time, at mental level, it gives a stable as well as a strong base, you know and it helps people to deal their all the activities by being stable in that strong base which we get from yoga. Okay, so this is the time when everybody should practice yoga for some time. At least give there some time, half an hour, 1 hour shall be given for the practice of yoga and meditation.
What is your daily routine, Anuji? How many times you are devoted for yoga meditations?
Ah, these days it is a little more actually, because morning I complete my sadhana and my own practices by 7:30, and then I conduct a class from 7:30 to 8:30 for the people, for students, for family, friends. So many people are there, and thanks to this Zoom and all, which is helping us in a big way. And then breakfast, and after that I get a very little time, and then uh, from 12 to 1 these days, uh, we are doing afternoon meditation with Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, and very beautiful meditations he is conducting these days. And then again some time, and I'm being an art of living teacher, it is giving me so nice opportunity to spread this beautiful knowledge of meditation and yoga to each and every section of people, not only to the to the elders, but even the children, and to teenagers, and to older people, whatsoever, every people. And then in the evening again, we are getting this opportunity to meditate with Guruji. And then it's over. The day is really very hectic this time. So it's
Yes,
nice,
yes,
but
yes.
it's nice to see the transformation in the people life of people. I came across many people who told that during this time yoga and meditation is helping them a lot to, because everywhere it is negative news is spreading about COVID and all these. So this is helping them a lot to be positive, to be stable, to be in on track actually, and take up all these challenges.
Yes, Anuji, very rightly you have said. Actually, we have started a series of yoga here quite few days back, and
Yeah.
we are also receiving messages. People are also getting a lot of information about various aspects of yoga. Like we have done a session on yoga therapy, and
Yes.
yesterday even Kashi Bhaiya was live, yoga
Yes.
beyond body. So we are conducting a series, different aspects of yoga. So thank you very much, Anuji. We'll get back to you again. Now,
Thank you, Saurabh.
yes, thank you very much. Now, our next guest is Kalpita Mahapatra ji. Kalpita, welcome to this program. She is also an alumni of Shirshi University, and she is an English lecturer. She has done MA. She is a corporate trainer. She is teaching to the young kids, and she is the Art of Living faculty. Wow, so much of things you are doing, spreading lots of happiness. Huh? Yes. So my questions to you, Kalpita, how university environment actually has contributed in making your lifestyle holistic. Can you unmute yourself?
First of all, I would like to thank Saurabh for giving me this holistic platform to share my experience. And it's a great honor for me to be here. And as far as for your question, university, of course, we never expected that we will get such an university where we will be getting a lot of holistic environment. I have so many degrees in my pockets, like MA in English literature, MBA, but never ever I have ever encountered such an environment. Like every university gives education, of course, curriculum, everything is there. But what is important is holistic environment. Like in university, our day starts with yoga and sadhana. Okay, that is the most important thing to rock your day. So like we used to start our day in such a manner. And after completing my master's in literature and doing MBA, I got an inclination towards yoga and did my master's in naturopathy and yogic science from Shirshi University, because I thought that it was just like nothing best can be done right now. So like the holistic, what you say is like for me, and Shirshi University is the best platform to achieve that holistic life, like what yoga is all about, how can we excel in our lives, everything. So Shirshi University has given a lot of transitionary opportunity to me as well. Thank you.
Yes, very rightly you have said that Shirshi University is providing a holistic atmosphere to nurture your qualities. Yes. So my next question to you is, what happens to a person when he or she do daily yoga practice? Actually, what happens internally when someone is doing daily yoga practice?
So when somebody does daily yoga practices, you need not have to answer anything. That will reflect in his or her lives. Okay, like what happens when we say that we don't like for doing yoga, like we did not have to say make that person understand that you should not be angry, you should handle your emotions properly, and you should concentrate well. So when we see like a person is practicing yoga, it reflects on her face. So it is clearly one can understand that. So we like okay, sorry.
Yes. Being a corporate trainer, actually, we are seeing a lot of stress in corporate people, like they are getting because of their work culture, because of their lifestyle. So being a corporate trainer, what you are teaching, how they'll be able to manage their stress?
Okay, whenever I visit any corporate, the most important things, like most important question comes from them, like from the people, from the corporate end, is that how to handle stress. Like during when the corporates are smooth, when we have got lot of profits, it is easy to maintain the lifestyle. But what is important is that like how to handle situation in the most adverse situation also, like how to handle those stress. Like every time the corporates are having ups and downs. So everything ups and downs are like it's compulsory. So like how to deal with that? How to deal with the productivity? How to deal with the strength? How to be successful? And the most important thing is that in management we have learned is that the SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat. So when we go approach to that yogic, give them the yogic values, they understand what is their strength. They can understand that what is their potentiality, which they have not encountered earlier. So what happens when we learn these practices, when we learn how to learn all these techniques, we know how to invest our energy at what time, at what period of time. So when I visit corporates, so these things when they learn, they feel very relaxed because mentally and physically they are very much stressful.
Yes. You are also an art of living teacher, faculty, and Art Excel you are teaching to the kids. So how is that experience?
Okay. Like what I see is that we have to learn lot many things from the kids. So kids have unlimited potentiality, energy, diversified energy. But what we need to do that we have to channelize those energy. So when we teach them yoga, meditation, pranayam, they understand where to invest their time at what time and invest their energy at what time. Like they have so much burden about their curriculum and they're so much stressed about their studies. They only invest time in their studies, but they forget their inner potentiality. So when they practice this yoga, meditation, they can understand their potentiality and they know how to channelize their energy. Because when we were children, nobody told us like how to be making, how to be calm, how to overcome our anger. Nobody taught us. But now they know the technique of overcoming anger, overcoming emotions. And what happens, these kids, they have lot of, in the like for the teenagers, they have lot of hormonal imbalances. And during hormonal imbalances, they go through a lot of emotional imbalances also. So yoga make them a connection between make them a connection with the inner world and with the outer world. They feel that connectivity.
Yes, definitely. So the next question would be how it is helping in making our relationship better.
Yes, that is the most important thing. And relationship means communication. What I think is that if you have a better communication, then each and every relationship can be handled beautifully. Like what is that when we are able to communicate with ourselves, like we have so many things to manage in the outer world. But if we are not able to handle our emotions, we are not able to communicate with ourselves, it is difficult to communicate with the outer world also. So if we have that clarity and if we have that knowledge of handling our emotions, then we can connect with the other people also. So we can also understand like if the person is getting angry in front of us, we should also manage how to handle it. So so relationship management mostly deals with the communication. If you have a good communication with yourself, then the entire thing can be sorted out very easily.
Yes, thank you, Kalpita. Thank you very much. We'll get back to you again now. We'll move forward to our next guest, Iti Jain. Iti, स्वागत है आज के प्रोग्राम में आपका. इति जो है वो पंजाब से हैं और उन्होंने श्री यूनिवर्सिटी से ही एमए योगा नेचुरोपैथी में किया है, नेचुरोपैथी एंड योगिक साइंस में. एंड शी इज वेरी फ्लेक्सिबल इन आसनास. So Iti, welcome to the program again. Iti, my first question to you is, what is holistic lifestyle means to you?
For me, holistic lifestyle is an attitude. See, and yogic lifestyle is for me, yogic lifestyle is the holistic lifestyle. क्या ये ऐसा नहीं है कि आप 4-6 महीने का एक पैकेज लेते हैं, you are doing yoga, हाँ? On physical level, yoga imbibes all the aspects of your personality, like physical, mental, emotional, social and spiritual. तो जैसे कि पतंजलि योग सूत्रा में बोलते हैं, है ना, योगा के 8 अष्टांग योग के बारे में बात करते हैं पतंजलि योग सूत्रा में, तो उसमें यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि, ये सब आता है। तो जो होलिस्टिक लाइफस्टाइल है वो यही है, जिसमें यम और नियम जो है, दीज आर द बेसिस ऑफ द होलिस्टिक लाइफस्टाइल फॉर मी।
Yes, Iti, thank you very much for reminding this Ashtang Yoga. That is also one aspect of holistic lifestyle. So, आप थोड़ा सा explain कर सकती हैं यम और नियम के बारे में?
Yeah, sure. There are 5 types of yama. Yama are the social code of conduct. तो हम सोसाइटी में कैसे रहते हैं, तो उसके लिए 5 यम दिए गए हैं। अहिंसा, सत्य, अस्तेय, ब्रह्मचर्य एंड अपरिग्रह। अहिंसा मीन्स नॉन वायलेंस। नॉन वायलेंस को लोग समझते हैं कि जानवरों को नहीं मारना, नॉन वेज नहीं खाना, दिस इज द नॉन वायलेंस। नहीं, नॉन वायलेंस इज लिटिल डीपर, इससे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा आगे जाता है। इट्स ऑन 3 लेवल, मन, वचन, काया से बोलते हैं, है ना। मन से मतलब हमारा थिंकिंग लेवल जो है उसमें भी अहिंसा नहीं होना चाहिए, है ना। हम किसी के अहिंसा होना चाहिए, हिंसा नहीं होना चाहिए। हम किसी के बारे में कुछ ऐसा अगर सोच लिया, देन वी आर डूइंग हिंसा, कुछ भी हमने वायलेंट सोचा। एंड देन वचन से, थ्रू वर्ड्स, है ना, हमारे शब्दों में जो है, हमारे शब्दों में भी वो हिंसा नहीं होनी चाहिए। जैसे वी आर सीइंग, है ना, आजकल कितना कुछ चल रहा है टुडे इन प्रेजेंट लाइफ, है ना। कुछ कंट्रीज में कितना कॉन्फ्लिक्ट और ये सब कुछ है। तो अगर वो थिंकिंग लेवल पे है या फिजिकल लेवल पे है, दिस ऑल आर हिंसा। तो अहिंसा जो है, ये मन, वचन, कर्म, तीनों ही लेवल पे यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग एनी वायलेंट about any violence, you are not doing any violence, your actions are like this, है ना, and you are not preaching or saying anything. And then second yama is सत्य, ट्रुथ भी, सत्य भी ऐसे ही है कि मन, वचन, कर्म से, है ना, कि हम बोल कई बार सत्य रहे हैं लेकिन मन में क्या कुछ और चल रहा है। सो हम कुछ कर रहे हैं और कह कुछ रहे हैं। सो it's a very, yoga means कि integration between, harmony in between mind, body and spirit, है ना। तो मन, वचन, कर्म, ये तीनों चीजों से सेम ऐसा ही रहता है अपना अस्तेय। अस्तेय मीन्स के यू आर नॉन स्टीलिंग, है ना, कि नॉन स्टीलिंग, मन, वचन, कर्म, ये तीनों लेवल्स पे ही। सो ऑल दीज यमास आर, यमा एंड यमास आर, दीज ऑल आर मन, वचन, कर्म। लोग एक जगह पे स्टक रह जाते हैं एक्शंस पे, है ना, एक्शंस को लेके रह जाते हैं, बट नो, इट्स ऑन अ माइंड एंड thought level and speech level also. Then brahmacharya is it's a call a celibacy, है ना। तो it's also like this. And अपरिग्रह, non accumulation of things, किसी भी चीज का हम अकोमुलेट नहीं कर रहे हैं, इकट्ठा नहीं कर रहे हैं चीजों को, ना मन में कर रहे हैं इकट्ठा, ना अपने वचनों में कुछ भी ऐसा ब्लास्ट कर रहे हैं, और ना ही हम हमारे एक्शंस में कुछ कर रहे हैं। देन नियमास आर पर्सनल कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट। हम अपने लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, दीज आर ऑल्सो 5। शौच, संतोष, तपः, ईश्वर प्रणिधानात् एंड स्वाध्याय। शौच इज अ क्लीनिनेस, हमारे मन में क्लीनिनेस रहे, शुद्धता रहे, हमारे तन में शुद्धता रहे, और हमारे विचारों में भी शुद्धता रहे। एंड देन संतोष इज ऑल्सो द सेम थिंग, कंटेंटमेंट एट दीज 3 लेवल्स। हम मन से कुछ और हम कुछ इच्छा कर रहे हैं, संतुष्टि नहीं है, संतोष नहीं है, लेकिन हम वचनों में बाहर दिखा रहे हैं कि yes, I am very satisfied. So there should be balance in between these 3. What you are saying, what you are acting, what you are preaching, everything, thinking. And then tapa कुछ ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पहाड़ों पे जाके, पर्वतों पे जाके कुछ ऐसे खड़े होके कुछ आप कर रहे हैं प्रैक्टिस। तप आजकल के जीवन में तप क्या है, यही कि आप मन, वचन, कर्म से कुछ भी गलत नहीं कर रहे हैं। आप सब कुछ जो भी आपको लगता है ना, जो किसी को हर्ट नहीं कर रहा है, और आप अपने लिए जो कर रहे हैं, लाइक आज के जीवन में तप तो यही है कि आप पहाड़ों पे तो नहीं जा सकते, तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं इसके लिए, आप अपने वचनों को शुद्ध कर सकते हैं। आप अपने वचनों से तप कर सकते हैं कि आपको कुछ भी नेगेटिव वर्ड नहीं बोलना है, है ना, और कुछ नेगेटिव एक्शन मत कीजिए, यही आज का तप है आज के जीवन में। और देन हम स्वाध्याय, सेल्फ स्टडी, टाइम टाइम पे अपना स्वाध्याय करते रहना चाहिए, है ना, कि मैं क्या सोच रहा हूँ, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, दिस इज सेल्फ स्टडी। एंड देन ईश्वर प्रणिधानात्, सरेंडर टू गॉड, सरेंडर टू द डिवाइन, अब जो भी कर रहे हैं। सो इट्स अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल यमा एंड नियमास, एंड ये एक बार पढ़ने का नहीं है, इसको जस्ट यू हैव टू प्रैक्टिस इन योर डेली रूटीन लाइफ। या सौरभ।
Yeah, thank you very much for elaborating this Yama and Niyama. So, as I have said already, you are very flexible. So, what do you mean by flexibility to you?
See, flexibility is also not only at the body level, कि आप बहुत अच्छे से stretch कर रहे हैं और you are very flexible at body level. Mentally, you should also flexible. You should not stuck in on some point. You have to, जहाँ पे आप रुक जाते हैं वहीं से आगे बढ़ना, उसी को challenge लेके आगे बढ़ना, that is flexibility for me. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Iti. We'll get back to you again. अभी हम चलते हैं हमारे नेक्स्ट गेस्ट प्रियंका कुमारी जी के पास. प्रियंका जी, she is from Patna, and then she is the HOD in one acupressure college there. She is teaching yoga. She is an art of living faculty. She has done her MA Yogic Science and Naturopathy from Shirshi University. Welcome to this program, Priyanka.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm feeling very grateful to come here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. So my first question to you is, how yoga and holistic lifestyle helps to deal with obstacles in daily life?
There are many types of obstacles comes in our daily life. Like first is body illness. It is like diseases are very common. 95% are diseases are psychosomatic. So now these days, the longest line, if I see, is in the hospital. So I think most of the people fall sick. So this is the one of the obstacle, the biggest obstacle. So if we do yoga, then physically we are disease free. On the body level, we are disease free. And then it comes to the illness in the mind, that we are mentally, we are so much stressed. Even we are busy with lots of things and trying to avoid our stress, but still these busyness life has created lots of stress in everybody's life. So I will say that if we meditate, then we can reduce our stress level. If we increase our prana through pranayam, then also we can reduce our stress level. Then also, then these are the obstacles according to the Patanjali, but it is also a daily obstacle in everybody's life, like doubt. We keep doubting on ourselves and on others and the people around us, that I cannot do this, or I don't have faith on others, like this. So by doing yoga practice, we can come out from all our doubts. Like when our prana increases, all kinds of doubts get dissolved. And then comes sometimes carelessness, that is pramada. We become very careless on many of our work. We know that we have to do our work on time, but still we just become careless. This is also an obstacle in our path. And then it is laziness, that is also a biggest obstacle in our life, that most of the people are lazy in doing many things. When our energy are stored at Muladhara chakra, we feel lazy. But if we convert our laziness in creativity, we do some playful work, then we are more creative, then we can come out of our laziness. and then avirati, that is senses going outward. We are always getting attracted or distracted towards the sense object. So this is also biggest obstacle in our life. And then hallucination, imagination, that keep it brings a wrong knowledge if we go in Bhranti Darshan. Then next comes the we are unable to maintain our stability. Whatever level we achieve, we cannot maintain or sustain that level. And then again, that we are unable to reach the level, we are stuck somewhere. So all these are the 9 obstacles which I found in our daily life. And these obstacle also creates 4 kinds of signs, like dukha, dor, manasva, angma, jetva, or swasa, praswasa, vikshepa. That we feel sorrow when we go through all these obstacles in our life. Then restlessness in the body, bitterness in the mind, and then our breath becomes irregular. So these are the obstacles, but we can come out through this through yogic practices.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Priyanka. Uh, how stress converts into disease and impacts our life?
The stress first comes in our mind, and then it goes to our action. And when we are unable to do proper action, then it creates this disturbance in our life. Means our prana get disturbed, and we cannot mm, think what is right and what is wrong. So when our prana is disturbed, when psychic channels, we cannot in psychic channels, energy cannot flow properly. When our psychic channel cannot work properly, energy cannot flow properly, then we get lots of malfunction in our body. Like our organ does not function properly, we cannot digest food properly. So we know that all the problems and diseases come from our stomach. If we cannot digest our food, so many diseases come to us. So this become our acute problem in our life, acute diseases. And then these acute diseases becomes a chronic with time if we don't follow the yogic practices. This way
Yes,
stress
yes,
can become disease.
yes. One of the viewer has asked this question: how can we keep our mind pleasant while dealing with others?
The best and the simplest way to be in the present moment is our breath. The moment we become aware of our breath, we come in our present moment. And the second thing is our smile. When we smile, then automatically we are in present moment. These two things brings us in present moment. Breath and smile.
Yes, Priyanka ji. We have different aspects of our faculties like mind, body, emotions, intellect, ego. Can you please elaborate the impact of yoga in all these faculties?
Yes, on the body level, we become disease free. If we practice yoga, then we are free from diseases. And at the breath level, there is no irregularity, there is no quiver or no tremble in our breath. So at the breath level, there is we can our inhalation and exhalation is, if our breathing is good, then we are through pranayama, then our yogic practices are means we are practicing yogic practices. And then on the mind level, if there is no stress through meditation, then this is also helping us through yoga. And then intellect level, there is no inhibition. And then at the memory level, there is no obsession. And then at ego level, we feel everyone is one. And at the soul level, we feel there is no sorrow, then no dukkha. Then all these seven faculties of our existence uh, helps us in going more, reach to our bliss level through yoga practices.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Priyanka ji. So now we'll move towards the end of this session. एंड में हम हर एक गेस्ट से एक ही प्रश्न मेरा रहता है कि योगा के द्वारा कोई ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करें जिसने आपके जीवन में परिवर्तन लाया हो, या आपके माध्यम से किसी दूसरे के जीवन में ऐसा परिवर्तन आया हो योग के माध्यम से. अनु जी, कैन यू प्लीज शेयर, कैन यू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ?
Yes, Saurabh. My whole life is actually, outcome of the practices. Earlier I used to suffer a lot physically. I was in Delhi and I was suffering from asthmatic problem, and then there were so many physical stress and mental stress as well, of studies and other things. So yoga and meditation helped me, and it has, you can say that it has transformed my life. Physically I became completely, you can say, without any illness. I became totally healthy, and at the mental level also, I felt much more stable, much more confident, much more I got clarity. And I was a girl who was having so much low confidence, and having so much of having a shy nature, that I was not able to speak anything in front of people. So after the practice of yoga, I found myself completely, complete transformation in my personality. So when we say that yoga can change your personality, I think it is the best course for personality development. Yoga, meditation and pranayam, this is no other course is necessary. There are so many courses in market to do personality development, but I feel that this is the best course one can do. Okay, so and then again, it helped me definitely in my all life aspects. And when I went to Sri Sri University, then also it gave me an opportunity to strengthen all these foundation. It has strengthened my foundation to go through all the challenges of life that is there. So I found yoga to be very useful.
Yes,
actually.
yes. Thank you, Anupriya ji. Kalpita, same question to you. Same question to you. How yoga brought change in your life? Can you unmute yourself? We are not able to hear you.
I want to share one small story. Like, it is, the thing happened with one of my close ones. Like, there was a person, like, he met with an accident. He has 4 discs prolapsed. His knee, he had got a knee injury, and he has got an ankle injury. When all the medical doctors said that you cannot walk, you cannot stare, you cannot go upstairs, you cannot climb, all the things, whatever, nothing you can do it. Only you have to lie on your bed and you have to sleep. That's it. So that person emerged, like, he's a person like which I encountered is a very dynamic person. He never had that negative approach towards life. He's full of positivity. So after a few years, he went to this Ayurveda treatment, learned Sudarshan Kriya, which Gurudev Sudarshan Kriya, and his life has transformed like anything. And now he's a renowned yoga teacher, spreading lot of happiness. With such physical ailments also, he has contributed a lot to in the field of yoga. And I'm really proud to say that he's none other than my husband. He's a role model for me. So I have seen the way he has changed his life, and from that I have understood that what yoga gives value to the people and how it can enhance one's life.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Kalpita. Iti, can you please share your views, impact of yoga on your life, and
Yeah,
impact
of
of
course.
SSU also, Shirshi University also?
Yeah. First, so I was a very fat girl. So yoga helps me a lot in reducing weight. And और जैसे मैं पहले मोटी थी वैसे मैं कभी मोटी नहीं हुई हूँ. See, क्या मैं थोड़ा सा जिमिंग और योगा के बारे में बोल सकती हूँ यहाँ पे?
हाँ
So
हाँ, बताइए बताइए.
see, जिम में क्या मैं इनफैक्ट आई हैव सीन सो मेनी पीपल दोज हु गो टू जिम और क्या होता है कि थोड़ी देर वो जिमिंग करते हैं और उसके बाद उनका वेट जो है वो ज्यादा स्पीड के साथ बढ़ जाता है बट आई फील माई सेल्फ ब्लेस्ड दैट आई हैव चोजन द वे योगा योगा लाइफस्टाइल. तो इसमें क्या है कि मैं अगर कभी छूट भी जाता है योगा है ना कि लाइक आई कुछ सर्कमस्टेंसेस कुछ सिचुएशंस ऐसे बने कि मैं योगा नहीं कर पाई हूँ फॉर 1 मंथ. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि 1 महीने में मैं मोटी हो गई हूँ बट मैं देखती हूँ कि जो लोग जिम करते हैं अगर वो 1 महीना के लिए जिम छोड़ दें तो वो दुगनी स्पीड के साथ वेट गेन कर लेते हैं. सो फर्स्ट है और कि जो मोटापे के ऊपर जो योगा ने मेरे को हेल्प किया है उसके लिए तो मैं थैंक्स बोलती हूँ कि मेरे को ये लाइफस्टाइल मिला. एंड सेकंड एसएसयू के बारे में है ना. या एसएसयू में आने का क्या रहा कि यहाँ पे एक एटमॉस्फेयर ही ऐसा बन गया योगिक लाइफस्टाइल का. क्या एक होता है ना कि आपको जैसे प्रियंका जी ने यहाँ पे बोला है कि लेजीनेस फील होता है हम लोग खुद कुछ इमोशनल डिस्टर्बेंसेस बहुत कुछ ऐसा रहता है ना. लेकिन एसएसयू में क्या था कि एक एटमॉस्फेयर ही आपको ऐसा मिल गया जहाँ पे सब लोग मॉर्निंग में उठकर साधना कर रहे हैं. दे आर प्रैक्टिसिंग योगा. और क्या आपके सब्जेक्ट्स क्या हैं करिकुलम आपका योगा में क्या करिकुलम है आपका. यू आर लर्निंग नेचुरोपैथी आयुर्वेदा पतंजलि योग सूत्रा भगवत गीता केन उपनिषद कठोपनिषद सो मेनी थिंग्स लाइक दिस है ना. तो सो यहाँ पे आके जो है यूनिवर्सिटी में आके लाइफस्टाइल ही ऐसा बन गया है. जब आप गॉसिप भी करते हो ना then your gossip is also productive. So this is the thing I have gained from the university. So I'm really very thankful to the SSU.
Thank you very much, Iti. So I would like to tell our viewers that Shirshi University lifestyle in Shirshi University is very holistic. It's a vice-free campus here, without alcohol, without smoking, and here we have happiness connect. Like in the morning, people need to wake up and they need to do some yoga asanas, sudarshan kriya, pranayama, so that their energy level will go up, and they can spend their day in a very good manner. Their focus will increase, their concentration will increase, they can do more concentration on their studies. So that is the way of living in Shirshi University. So at the end of the session, I would like to tell you that this is a very special month for all of us. 21st June is the International Day of Yoga. So we are celebrating the International Day of Yoga in a very big manner. Be with us. In coming days, we are coming up with more yoga sessions with our experts and with our alumni. So thank you very much again to our alumni, all Anupriya ji, Kalpita ji, Iti and Priyanka ji. So now all these people are spreading lots of happiness and spreading yogic knowledge in their own field, in their state, in their city. So we all expect that you should start yogic way of living, so that you can bring a holistic lifestyle in your life, and that will be good for your family, for the whole nation, and for the whole society. Thank you very much. We'll get back to you again very soon. Till then, stay tuned on Shirshi University. Thank you very much.